Hi there, it's your girl Yetini Akonde from the Yetu's Lane Fashion Academy. So today I want to talk about a topic that we are all familiar with. I'm sure you must have heard it one way or the other, and that topic is on branding. Okay, so I'm sure that regardless of if you just started, if you had no idea about fashion, I'm sure you'd have heard the word branding. And typically what it means to some people is my career bags, my labels, or just the basic things, how you present your brand to people, but it goes more than that. So today I want to talk about something called the brand DNA. And why am I talking about this? It's been over 12 years that I've been in this business, but something hits me differently recently. And so let me explain to you how it started. So around April, I got the scholarship by the Nigerian Export Promotion Council on a course called Penetrating the US Market. And I'm like, okay, yes, for the Yetu's Lane brand, right, it's time for us to actually go global. But I know there are still some things I need to fix. There are still some things that, my mind is not yet ready for that market. I need to still do some research. And why is that? Is because the Yetu's Lane brand, the way it started is typically different from how the US market operates or the global market operates. And what do I mean by that? We all know the way Nigerian African market is and all, we have a long way to go compared to the global international fashion market. We are still like babies in the industry, so a lot of things still needs to be put in place, except probably you started your fashion business with a mindset of taking it internationally. That way everything you do just connects directly. So it's been quite a struggle, trying to make things work to suit that kind of market. But I'm like, well, I know when it's time I'm going to be able to tell. And this brings me to, I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, brand DNA, this is what it means. So what is DNA? I'm sure you're wondering what DNA, we all know what DNA is. It's just that unique thing, that special thing about you. So if I'm to ask you, for your brand, what is that special thing about your brand? And we all know the way the Nigerian market is right now, like everybody's just doing what every other person is doing, which is a way to nowhere, So for me, I was able to analyze it. I took the course and, I learned so many new things. I saw things in a different way. And I'm like, oh, okay. Some of the things I was already doing, but I didn't know that was what I was doing, And it brings me to so many people are unaware of what it means to actually brand a business, We do it unconsciously, but there are actually ways in which it's supposed to be done. So I was chatting with my technical assistant, and then we're talking about, okay, my page and all that. I really don't like the way it looks, like I'm too playful and all that, And I'm like, yes, and they don't forget what is the Yetu's Lane's DNA. And what that means is, if you want to really understand what's special about you, aside just copying what other brands are doing, you need to think about it. Okay, who are your markets? Who are they? And I don't know if you've ever taken any of my courses on branding and target audience, where I had to share the different kinds of markets we have, the different kinds of customers you can have, different generations. Who are they? Are they the millennials? Are they the generation X? Are they generation Y? Are they baby boomers? You might want to do your research on that, so I don't just keep explaining, So I'm like, okay, for the Yetu's Lane brand, we have most of the millennials, and generation X. Those are between ages 25 to like 40, do your research, you get more details on that, so I don't just get you confused and all, So we have our markets, we understand the markets, we know what they want, we know their interests, we know where they are. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, WhatsApp, so we know how to target them, and that is what I do for the Yetu's Lane brand. There was a time when, and that's why I always say that you don't copy other brands. You don't know their intention. You don't know what their brand is all about. You don't know what they have, what their DNA is all about. And then you are just starting out, no vision whatsoever, and then you're copying them. So there was a time, let me be more practical with you, because I believe that I'm talking to people that are starting up or they're already in the business and trying to find their balance, okay? So I try to make it simple as possible. You see some brands, for instance, and you go through their page, it's all dope, it's all clean, you know, everything just neat. The racks well laid, the labels, the tags, they show you their, you know, they're just so intentional about the way their page looks. Yes, it's fantastic. That is a very good way to brand, you know, your business. But the honest truth is, I like to tell you, I like to teach from my own experience. Believe me, if it's to arrange page, I've done it several times. I've used different strategies. And there was a time I actually decided, okay, you know what, I want my page to look beautiful so that when people come into my page, they see it. And I'm like, why do I have to form in my marketplace, really? Trust me, when I did that, I had little engagement, even though I'm not so keen on likes and all that, because my real buyers, my kind of market, they are not the ones you see all on the comments, except they just want to come out to play. But 60% of my customers, you won't see them in the comment section. They won't like it. They'll just send us the design straight up, you know. So I'm not all about the page, but for people that are looking, they feel like, okay, why are there no engagements, you know? So it depends on your intention, why you're doing what you're doing. And that's what I teach my inner circle members. Before you make any decision, why are you doing what you're doing? You can do it if you are short of sales, you know. But I realized that, yes, we're making sales, fantastic, but something was not connecting. My customers might know me, but what of the new people that do not know me and they want to come into my space, they want to patronize us, but they don't understand us. They don't understand what we're all about. They just see the old, you know, the old packaging, you know, branding and all that, you know. But they want to understand, they want to connect more with you. And then I just switched. And then I started showing up more frequently. You all know I am my brand, I'm the face of my brand. And that's when you started seeing me showing off my clothes. Oh, this is this cloth. If I'm not dancing, in fact, at some point I just had to start dancing. Not that I'm dancing, but it's so dry when I just come up and then I show up, buy this. Will you buy? Will you look at it? But I need to engage you. I need to make you understand that, okay, see this thing, it's so beautiful on me. I love what I'm wearing. And that is the feedback I get. Believe me, ever since I started that, it's been working. Like our sales as like you don't want to know. And I now had to think. I was talking to my my assistant, and I'm like, see now, should we choose this life of let's arrange everything, or we should choose this life that is bringing us money? Which one do we pick? And then it brings me back to, why are we doing what we are doing? And I thought about it. I said, you see, the Yatro's brand is actually fine-tuned for that African woman. You know, we just like the old paparazzi. We all like the colors. We want to see how it works. Oh, where's your shoe? I like your shoe, your shades. Oh, your nail is nice. So they want to see more than just the clothes. But when you have your page and then you just post professional pictures, believe me, since 2000 and maybe 12 or thereabout, 2010, I've been doing photo shoots. I do it back then because I sell on e-commerce platforms, you know, and they require white background. So I've always done that. And believe me, when I post those pictures, the first time I launched my collection, yes, everybody likes. After a while, they get tired of seeing that same thing, you know, that same pose, that same smile. I have to show them another way in which they can wear the clothes, in which they can see the beauty. Some people want to see the side, some people want to see the back of the clothes, but they can't see by just that picture. So it depends on your customers. For my customers, the ones that are for Yatro's Lane, they want more. I understand them. I understand their life. I understand how they think. I understand the psychology behind them buying things. Because most of us also, you know, we are not so comfortable, you know, at body shape, you know, some of us have tummy, you know, so one things that can ask, and that is what the Yatro's Lane brand is all about, to make every woman look beautiful in their skin. So why do I want to trade that for something else? You understand what I'm saying? But when you understand where you're going, you know why you're doing what you're doing, you do the right thing. So enough of copying. You need to understand your brand DNA. I hope I've been able to explain to you the concept around that by explaining to you the things I've tried and the thing that is working. And then I now took a look at my other page. That's my premium line page, which is Yeye Couture. When you enter that page, now you understand what I'm saying. You know that, yeah, that page is ready for the global market, you know. Once a buyer sees that page, you know that, I know this one is, you know, classy, it's all dope and all that, you know. But is it necessarily, is it my cash cow? Is it the one bringing me that much? So you need to be able to define what you want for your brand. Now, if Yetros then says, okay, now we want to go global, we have to do something about our strategy. Do you understand? We have to think about it. It's not a one-day thing. You don't just transition into something else. You don't just confuse your customers. You need to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Have a 5-year plan. I can decide that, okay, I want to make the Yetunde brand the global one. Do you understand? I want to put that into the international market. And then I'll make it work. If I also want to make the Yetros name work that way, there are some things I will do, but I have to pick. Either I make it all beautiful, or there are ways you can actually still show up and also make the videos and pictures look nice, and your page is still looking, oh well, she's into business, she knows what she's doing. And people that can relate, people that are your target audience, people that have your money, they can connect with you by just looking at your page and looking at your kind of person. If you give me your money, if you buy any of my designs, you're not buying it because of the design. You're buying it because you can connect with me. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And that's why for me, it's still a struggle, trying not to model my clothes myself, because people love to see it on me. I've tried it different times. And I'm like, even if I want to do that, maybe I'll just have some other people, and then I will still show up once, at least when I was pregnant, I did that. I had to, get models to model the clothes, but it was not like it affected the sales. So you have to understand your brand and how it works. It's fine, you can't always do everything at all by yourself as the CEO. Yes, we understand, but you can recruit yourself for the aspects that you have the strength in. Do you understand? And then where you're weak at, you can always employ more people to sort that part out. So I hope you understand what branding really, really means. It's about your market, the people, your price points, everything about your brand, what makes you unique. Do you get? We all make similar things. This is just a t-shirt I'm wearing and it's blinged. Any other person can pick up a t-shirt and bling it as well. But the way I would present mine, the way I am rocking mine, I would attract my audience. Everything around me, everything I do, I can sell the denim that would go with, I just connect with my buyers. So what are you doing to connect with your buyers? Don't get confused. Stop copying other brands. Whether you're just starting on, in fact, it is easier for you as a startup to quickly define what you want. Not when you now grow, like some of us, you now be thinking, where do I belong? Where do I belong? You now start getting confused, you now start thinking of strategies, but if I didn't go through that, I'll be teaching you this, okay? So I hope this has really helped you. Remember to follow us at Yetros Lane, that's my fashion brand, and also my academy where I teach fellow fashion entrepreneurs the business side of fashion and things that I've learned over time. That is at Yetros Lane Fashion Academy, at Yetros Lane Fashion Academy on Instagram, okay? And our website, www.yetroslane.com. So take care, ciao, bye.